Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Haverford Sports Media. Tonight, we welcome you back to A.G. Cornog Stadium for tonight's football game between Strath Haven and your Haverford Fords. The Fords currently sit at 3-1 and currently have the ball.
Big game tonight. Two top dogs in the Central League, both of which were co-champions last year, never had the chance to face off. In a way, this could be a sort of playoff game in itself for both of these teams.
Yeah, this is a deciding factor tonight is how this game ends up.
So another handoff makes a little bit of progress. So it'll be 3rd and short for the Fords. And they're looking to convert their first down of the evening.
We saw the Fords throw ones last week. I don't believe they're going to throw this ball very much against Strath Haven. But Liam Taylor is going to have to use his body tonight.
And they hand it off once more. We'll see if that has enough on it. We'll wait for the call. And it looks like they will be moving the chain, so Haverford will get it done on 3rd down. And now we saw last week, while Liam Taylor's still their main weapon, their main guy that they go to, they have a bunch of other guys that they can use. McCallion got some action. Menaris, Bobby Manier. All of those guys are also doing their part. Kilpatrick has taken it himself. He's under center now. Takes the snap, hands it off. Taylor cuts through the inside. Not much there.
Yeah, the Ford sitting at 3-1. Strath Haven sitting at 4-0. It's going to be a tough game for the Fords on defense and offense. The Strath Haven defense is very strong. Strath Haven beat Pencrest recently. They won 30. They blew them out 35-0. Where the Fords had lost to them 2 weeks ago. Coach Doc talked to him earlier this week. He told me he needs to get this team rolling early.
And they'll try and do that as there's a handoff to the outside and gaining a considerable amount of yardage for another 3rd and short. I want to say that was Menaris on the carry that time. He came in for a jet sweep to the right side.
Yeah, with Durkin out, Brendan Burko is also out this week. It's going to be Fords using those couple of weapons that they got on the outside, trying to run this ball without Durkin, even though Taylor's going to still take the brunt of the carries.
I would like to point out that this is what I'm calling the Clancy Bowl, as there's another handoff. And they're going to... No, Kilpatrick keeps it on the option, tosses it, but it's fumbled. Chris Klein unable to hang on, and they will turn it over to Strath Haven on the opening drive.
Yeah, that's just rough. The Fords make an easy mistake to recover from, though. They just have to play some strong defense here on this next drive for Strath Haven.
I feel like that's just going to be what kind of game it is. It's going to be more defensive. We saw Strath Haven score 56 points last week. Haverford put up 61. I don't think we're going to be seeing numbers like those.
No, not even close. This is going to be a shootout tonight.
And here's a handoff up the middle. Short gain. Ryan Mudrick with the first touch of the game for Strath Haven. As I was saying, I'm calling this the Clancy Bowl because Kevin Clancy Sr. is the head coach of Strath Haven, and Kevin Clancy Jr. is the assistant coach for Haverford. So we got Clancy's on both coaching staffs tonight. Strath Haven in Haverford territory. There's another handoff. They fake it and go outside. A little bit of room to work with, and making it towards the end of the chains is Joseph Alley.
Yeah, Strath Haven has had Pencrest has been their hardest game this season. They won 35-0 to Pencrest.
That was easy?
That was their hardest game this season.
That's what I meant to say.
They've had some easy games against Upper Darby and Radnor. The Fords just challenging themselves early in this season against Garnet and Pencrest.
Plunkett hands it off to Ali again. Let's see where they mark him. This might be 4th and inches or a 1st and 10. It will be a 4th down. Now, it makes sense to go for it here. They're only a couple yards out. They do have a very strong kicker, though. I believe their kicker has been able to make a 60-yard field goal.
Some NFL numbers right there.
I know. Flag thrown. See if Haverford jumped off sides. And they did. So a 1st down for Strath Haven. They move the chains on the penalty. And look at a fresh set of downs just around the 30-yard line. Or 25, rather.
Yeah, it'll be a 1st and 10 on the 24 for the Panthers.
Under center again. He'll hand it off up the middle. Not a ton there, but his line's pushing him forward. A little bit of late life. Mudrick able to get some yards after it looked like he initially got stopped at the line of scrimmage.
A recent tackle was made by Liam Taylor. Taylor has 29 tackles on this season. One tackle for loss, and a fumble recovery in his last game.
Under center again. They'll hand it off. And a great stop by the Fords defense. They stuffed Mudrick at the line that time. No second life on there. Knew what was coming and executed perfectly. Panthers in the huddle. Fords ready for them. Plunkett is under center again. Ford showing blitz. A little bit of motion in the backfield. They'll hand it off. And another big stop as Mudrick goes down.
You see Coach Graybo raising his hands up in the air. Just so proud of this team. These linebackers and this line are incredible at stopping the run. They've been able to do it all season, especially when the teams try to run it up the gut.
4th and 7, and it does look like they will be bringing out the field goal unit. As that's Matt Steyer from a little under 40 yards out. Here's a snap, the hold, kick is up, and it is good. 3-0 Panthers. They return a fumble, get in the field goal range, and Steyer gives them 3. Ford's looking to bounce back from the early fumble on the next kickoff. Last drive ended on an option read in which Kilpatrick tried to lateral back to Chris Klein, and just a little bit of miscommunication. Maybe they weren't really on the same page for that one.
Yeah, I think the other thing is I've got a class with Chris Klein. He's had a brace on his ring finger all week. So I'm not sure if that played a role in it, but that could have definitely been a factor in him not being able to grab that ball.
So another kickoff to the Fords. They got it to start the game. We're going to see Munir, McCallion, and also Henry Yez out there this time as well. 3 deep. Strath Haven's band getting ready. And that one's taken in the end zone for a touchback, I believe. Looks like the signal. I like how Strath Haven does a little song with their band during the kickoffs.
Yeah, it's great to see.
It's kind of goofy, but I love it. So the Fords offense will take the field once again at the 20-yard line. Kilpatrick under center once again. Got two running backs behind him. He'll hand it off. And not much there. That offensive line getting stopped a little bit. And Taylor not being able to find a hole so far in this one.
Yeah, Taylor's able to rip off a nice run against Tennant last week. He was able to run for 60-plus yards, which was just incredible to see.
Same formation. This time they're going to go over the right side of the line. Again, a big stop from that Panthers defensive line. Got to wonder if the Fords will change it up soon or if they'll keep going up the middle. Their biggest run has been with Manier to the outside. I think that definitely needs to be taken into account, and it does not look like this defensive line is going to tolerate any mistakes.
No, definitely not. This offensive line is going to this defense line is going to keep pushing against this Fords O-line and not making any room for Liam Taylor.
It's that same formation again. I'm not exactly sure what to call it. It looks like there's 3 tight ends, 2 running backs.
So triple option with 3 running backs, and then you had the receivers out in close trying to as blockers.
Timeout taken on the field, and I would like to take this time to shout out my buddy Nate Tucker, recovering from surgery, the GOAT. He did it again. I don't think anything can stop him at this point. We're missing him down on the field today, but, you know, next week you can't miss him. Just look for the big smile, and he'll be right there. So good luck to Tuck. Speedy recovery.
We love you, Tuck.
Keep it going. Fords break the huddle. It'll be 3rd and 7 for them. Only 3 yards of offense gained on this drive.
I think we might see a pass play here, Jack, but that's just my opinion.
They do have 2 wideouts. And Kilpatrick trying the option again. We'll see if Haverford can recover it because they did fumble it once more on the pitch back. They do get it back, but the punt team is coming out. So another unfortunate way to end the drive for the Fords.
Yeah, this has been a rough game for the Fords so far. They need to be able to run this ball more effectively. Run it to the outside. I mean, they had a little bit of success earlier with that. They can't always just punch out the gut with Liam Taylor, even though it's what they love to do. It's not the most effective against this Strath Haven team.
High punt, fair catch called at just the 50. So smack dab in the middle of the field. The Panthers offense will come back. They're up 3-0 with 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Ford's defense, though, has been a bright spot. Only 1 drive out on the field, but they've been able to stop the Panthers' advance 2 4th downs. Strath Haven did get a 1st down off of an offsides penalty, but then they stopped them again and held them to 3 on the opening drive. Looking for a pass now, downfield. And just tipped off.
Some great defense there by Peter Menares. Just Ali seems to be the main target for the Panthers so far in this game. He's been able to run the ball, and now they're throwing to him as well.
I was thinking for a second he was going to go over the middle. Jalen Starr had just a little bit of separation, but I don't think they really liked that look straight down the middle.
You know, I think that could have been a mistake if they did go for that.
It was a great throw by Plunkett, and Ali was right where he needed to be. As this one goes up the middle, and another stop from the defensive line, bringing up 3rd and 10. Now, I don't think the throw or the route running was a problem for the Panthers. They did it well. Menares just laying out just to get a hand on it, and he did it, and that's going to be very impactful here. 3rd and 9 for the Panthers. Plunkett under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off. Going on a jet sweep to the left side, and there's a breakaway for Ali. And that will be a first down for the Panthers.
Yeah, I was a little tricked up. I thought they pushed Ali out of bounds earlier, but Ali was able to break away on that one.
So the Ford's defense on a 3rd and 9 let the Panthers convert. So 1st and 10 from the 35 now. It's another handoff to Ali through the middle, and he gets taken down after a 4-yard gain right between the hashes. Looks like some of the linebackers got in there for that tackle. I think what the Fords have to do is maybe not blitz as much as they usually would, because a lot of times you're going to see runs up the middle, but we were just shown that as Ali goes in motion again, if he goes to the side, it could cause problems. So they'll run it up the gut again. Maybe a yard or two on the play. It's bringing up another 3rd down.
Mudrick seems to be this main running back for this Strath Haven team. And he's been pretty effective so far. I mean, you've had Ali go to the outside and just break away. But Mudrick's just able to try to punch it up, get these short yardage plays.
Yeah, it seems like a really nasty 1-2 they have. As time will expire on the first quarter, Panthers up 3-0 over your Haverford Fords. Great defensive showing from the Fords so far. A little bit of miscommunication on the offensive side. We'll step away for a moment as the teams will reconvene, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We're back with some second quarter action. The Fords on their 3rd offensive drive. And here's a throw over, not, oh, he hung on. It was tipped, but Plunkett completes the throw to Christian Kaufman, and the Panthers have a first down. I believe I said it was the Ford's drive. It is not, obviously.
It's still Strath Haven's ball. It'll be a Strath Haven first on that one. Just a great throw and a great job hanging on to that ball.
Now, you don't see a lot of passing in high school football, so it is a little bit less practiced, I would think. So the Fords really have to be careful of that. This one stays on the ground, though, and a big tackle behind the line.
Casey Hudson carries the ball for the Panthers, brought down by Luke Cacciola.
Big TFL for Kekiola.
Yeah, Cassiola able to take him down pretty effectively and easily. Just a great tackle.
Plunkett under center again. Hands it off. It's going to go up the middle, and the D-line comes through again.
And again, we see Coach Grabius just pumping his fists in the air, just very proud of this Ford's defensive line.
So it'll be 3rd and 12 for the Panthers. Ford's D-line being their main source of trouble. You might think they do another jet sweep or maybe even go to the air again.
I think they're going to go to the air. Yeah, they got these guys lined up wide.
Plunkett takes the snap, hands it off. It's going to go to the outside, and the Fords look like they will stop them after about 5 yards along the numbers on that far side. So here comes another 4th down. And they'll bring out Steyer again for the field goal attempt. He's already hit one from, what was it, 37 yards out? 47 yards out. This one a little bit shorter, only a 30-yarder. And this one right through the uprights. And Steyer's 2 for 2 on the night.
Yeah, Steyer's got a leg on him, that's for sure. Able to boot that ball, and you can see it on the kickoffs too. He's able to boot that ball pretty far. I think this Ford's team is happy to hold them to a field goal.
And now it comes down to their offense being able to overcome the setbacks of their first 2 drives. Fumble overturned on the first one. They fumbled again. They recovered it, but it was a 4th down situation. So that option play hasn't worked for them twice. See if the quarter change and going the other way on the field might help them. Just a little change of scenery.
I really hope so. For the sake of this Ford's team. Just getting this ball up the field and not having a fumble.
You know what? I'm going to be selfish. For my sake, I hope they do it. Because if they win, Mr. DeCina said that I could wave the flag from on top of the booth. And that would be pretty cool. And the kickoff is up. Maneris will take it along the numbers on the near side. A little bit of contact there, and he'll go down at about the 25-yard line. So a solid return from Maneris. And the Fords will start about a quarter of the way down the field.
Returns that punt, tackled by 31, Jack Deskis.
And their offense will take the field again. Their offensive line seems to be pressured a lot in this one so far.
Yeah, this O-line has been pressured the most that they've been all season, I think, except against Pencrest. Both of these teams are pressuring this Ford's O-line.
This one's going to go up the gut again. Only a couple yards for Taylor on that one.
Van Taylor on the carry for Haverford, brought down by Cole Healy. 2-yard gain on the play.
Taylor only with 18 yards so far in this game.
It's another handoff. See a little bit of powering through. A lot of scuffling out there.
Again carries the ball for Haverford, tackled by Cole.
Trying to see who that was. It looks like it was Emmett Gillespie and Patrick Burke kind of duking it out down the field after the play. Did not look like they were fighting, just very passionate blocking. There's another handoff up the middle. Taylor will get a couple, but here's another 4th down for the Fords.
Van Taylor carries the ball for Haverford, Quintel on the tackle.
And I think their punt team is coming out. So, yeah, on a 4th and 3,
Bobby Manier back to punt for the Fords.
they're going to have Bobby Manier booted away.
Back for the Panthers to receive.
This one's up. Back by the 30. Fair catch called. And the Panthers will start from there. So the Fords offense kind of sputtering early in this one. Their defense doing the best they can to stop Strath Haven. And they've done a solid job holding them to 2 field goals so far. And I think this is just kind of the game it's going to be. If the Fords offense can find a way to get past that defensive line, I think they have a really good shot at coming back since their defense is really the ones that are keeping them in it. Plunkett with 2 running backs and 2 wide receivers. Hands it off up the middle. A little bit of a lane there, but not too much for Casey Hudson.
Casey Hudson carries the ball for the Panthers, tackled by
Yeah, this Ford's D-line needs to beef it up a little bit,
1-yard gain on the
be a little stronger to defend against this run.
They've done a good job of it so far. We've seen Mr. Grabius popping off down there on the sideline plenty of times already. But I think the Strath Haven offense can throw it, and that's not something that you see a lot from high school teams.
Especially in the Central League.
Under center, here's another handoff, and that D-line again, stuffing them at the line. See if they picked up any in that conglomerate of players right there in the middle.
Haven brought down by Peter Maneris.
I mean, it's 3rd and 7. The Fords only let up 3 yards so far. I mean, that's solid play.
The Panthers have been very good on 3rd down, though.
They've been able to convert on most of those 3rd downs.
Usually jet sweep to Ali. See if they do the same here.
Yeah.
It is a jet sweep. Going to the outside, but they stop him this time. A couple yards short of the line. They hand it to Hudson again, and the Fords were ready for it. They knew what was coming this time.
That'll bring up 4th down.
That is for sure. They knew what was coming, and it's 4th down, forcing Strath Haven to punt. They lost a yard on that play.
Fourth and 8 will force them to kick it away. Here's the snap. Line drive kick. Maneris has it, and he can't really do much. Grayson LaFrance right on him as he caught it. Probably took one step, all of one step, before being brought to the ground. Great takedown from LaFrance there. Just being able to, read the catch Didn't try and tackle him too early. Waited for him to get the ball and was just right there immediately. I don't think your special teams can do much better than that.
No, that's very good special teams on the Panthers' part.
So the Fords will start just past the 35 on the 37-yard line. See a little bit of movement at the offensive line. It's a reformation. Under center again. Kilpatrick takes the snap, hands it off. Does the option again, and it does not work. Klein taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I think they're just thankful that it wasn't a fumble this time.
Something's telling me that that play is not the move.
No, it's not. They're able to stop that play pretty effectively. And here comes Henriez coming in for Luke Cassiola.
They go in the option formation again. All bunched together. And they pitch it. Right side. Big hit.
Wow.
That was Cole Haley taking down Peter Maneris.
He's a little shaken up right now. That was a hard hit by the Panthers.
I'd give Maneris a breather after this, but it looks like he's sticking it out. He's still on the field, ready to go. 3rd and 12. Long one here for the Fords. Again, under center. One wide receiver. They're going to look to throw. It's deep, down the middle, incomplete. They overthrew Manier.
It's not Kilpatrick's strong suit is throwing the ball. That is for sure. Sadly for this team, that's not his strong suit. The nice thing is we do have Lane Taylor to back that up, though. But it hasn't worked out for us tonight, which is a little disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good to see good football and competitive football.
But unfortunately, that will bring out the punt team. That's 3 and out for the Fords, as this one's end over end. And it's back past the 20. We'll see if they can spot it before it rolls to the end zone, and they will. The ref is calling it a touchback. That's quite unfortunate. They were right there. Liam Kilpatrick and Henry Yez almost got it down at the 1. And right here, before the end of the half, we have a special guest commentator, Dylan Kelly from Sports Media at Strath Haven. A new program started up this fall.
Thank you guys for having me.
Of course, yeah. Some of the kids from that sports media program, also called SMASH, are here tonight, getting their first taste of broadcasting. And it's a great game to do it, too. 6-0, defensive kind of a stalwart here.
Masterclass.
Here's another jet sweep to the outside, and there's separation. I'm going to see where they marked him out of bounds. That was Kaufman on the carry. It looked like he had a lot of space. I can't quite tell where he stepped out from down here. I'm going to give him 7 yards or so.
Yeah, so thank you guys for having us. This is the first time live on air, a member of Sports Media Strath Haven. We're definitely basing it off of you guys, so thank you for the leadership.
Of course, yeah. Here's another handoff. This one's going to go over the right tackle. Close to a first down. We'll see where they mark it. But yeah, we're happy to help you guys get started. Of course, spreading sports media through high school students is it's getting a lot more popular.
It's awesome. We have our first live stream next Thursday. It's going to be a men's soccer game. But right now we're focusing on this master class. Low-scoring game compared to regular high school.
3rd and 2 for the Panthers. They'll hand it off up the middle. Big stop from the Fords defensive line. And that's been where they've shown through, even in a less than stellar game for them so far.
Your D-line's doing a great job of containing Barlow, Alley, and Hudson, our three-headed monster in the backfield.
Yeah, the only thing that I think is getting our defense are those jet sweeps to the outside and then the couple passes that you've had. One of them, great defense from our corner, Peter Menares. The other one got by for a huge first down. Under center again, Plunkett takes it, hands it off. A little bit to the outside. The D-line stops them on 4th, and it's going the other way with 2 minutes left in the half. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little too excited.
No, go ahead. We got to see if our defense can make another stop.
I feel like this is interesting. I've never heard like a commentary team, one from both kind of sides of the game.
No, I think this is great. I think you get a viewpoint from both sides. Maybe some of your listeners might be a little annoyed that I'm up here, but I think I'm going to try and provide a great view from both sides. I think Haverford's a fantastic team. I think their defense is just like ours. The only thing that's been different this game is that we have a kicker who is stellar. But other than that, fantastic stalemate almost here.
Fords might be in field goal range now. Don't have exactly what Menier can kick from. But Kilpatrick will go under center again. Another handoff. Nothing there. D-line on both sides, absolutely dominating.
So they got 1:45 left to put a score up.
Clock is still rolling. 1:30 to go. Looks like both bands are getting ready down on the track. It's another one. Up the middle. Again, a few yards, nothing much.
I love the atmosphere here tonight. I think Strath Haven showed out. I think Haverford showed out. And it's a great competitive game to watch. We're seeing some trenches football tonight. But that's just how the game goes sometimes.
Yeah, our student section always shows out, and a great travel from all the Panthers fans. The opposing bleacher is almost completely filled out as well. As here's a big third down. And Kilpatrick will keep it himself. He dives forward. He's going to be close. And now a big decision here from the Fords. If this is marked short, do they go for it on 4th and 2, which is looking like it is, or do they kick the field goal?
This is a big call, down 6. Do you go for it and maybe take the lead before half, or stay content and put the score up?
They do call a timeout, so they'll think it over. Menier is out there on the field, but he might be there from his normal running back, wide receiver-ish position, or he might be getting ready to try and notch a 3 on the scoreboard. It's been a gritty first half. I think that's the best word to describe it, really.
Yeah.
Just little by little, Panthers fighting tooth and nail against the Fords defense. They've only gotten 6 points out of it. And the Fords really struggling on offense this time. And it looks like they will be going for it on 4th and 2. This is a big decision. There's no telling if it's the right one. We'll see another run up the gut, and it looks like they have it. Waiting for the signal from the refs. And it's a first down for the Fords. 35 seconds on the clock. They're on the 18-yard line, so they have a little bit of distance to go, and they need something big here. Kilpatrick rolls to his right, looking to pass, but he's going to take it himself. He's got a lane. He's going through to the end zone. Touchdown, Adam Kilpatrick, and the Fords tie it up with 20 seconds left.
I don't know how to feel. I love the energy.
I wasn't sure if they were going to be able to get it done with 30 seconds because they're usually more like of a consistent, yard by yard, get there slowly kind of team. But Kilpatrick, great read on the option. Rolled out to his right, saw some open field and just went for it, right? Nobody was particularly open. A throw would have been risky. And they're going to try and take the lead before half with this extra point.
This would be massive against a quality Strath Haven squad. Some momentum into halftime.
The hold is good, and the kick is as well. So the Fords take the lead with 20 seconds left. They had been shut out completely on offense before that last drive, and they just flipped the script here going into half. We'll probably get the kickoff, maybe one play if Strath Haven elects to use a timeout, but definitely what we were expecting. A defensive game, playoff level stakes. I mean, it's everything you could ask for.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if these two teams meet again. And the game plan might have to shift here in the second half for Strath Haven. Or it might stay the same. We'll see how both Clancy's game plan.
I do like that the Fords didn't run it up the middle there. I mean, it was probably expected. It works for them a lot, but at some point when you're facing a defense like Strath Haven's, it's not going to be able to get through. And I think they did the right thing by trying something different.
I think they gave themselves a chance, and it paid off.
Hopefully we can see a little bit more of that maybe in the second half, because that's been their biggest offensive progress so far. This one goes against the ground, try and run the clock as much as possible. It's scooped up and taken on the far side. Now trying to go through the hashes, nothing there. Jalen Starr taking it the best he can, but the Ford special team right on top of him. And Strath Haven will have 12 seconds or so. See if they can make anything happen backed up by the 15.
The choice here is whether you go for the money ball or you run the clock out till halftime.
I would say throw it, man. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a little bit of risk, but it's probably not going to be returned for a touchdown, even if you do throw an interception. There's not much to lose. Plunkett under center, and he will just take the knee, and we will go into halftime. Thank you for joining us here, and to the rest of the Smash crew. We'll go to halftime. It's 7-6, Haverford over Strath Haven. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in a couple minutes.
And we are back after halftime.
They put something in that lemonade?
Dude, I don't know. Minute Maid put something in that lemonade.
Anyway, the Fords have kicked off to start the second half.
I think there might have been a little caffeine in there.
Strath Haven will start on the 22. And we're prepared for another great half of football. If you didn't see the first half, the Fords offense was struggling for pretty much the entire time. As here's a handoff up the middle from the Panthers, and Ford's D-line again stopping them. Ford's offense didn't really get much done until the last 30 seconds. Adam Kilpatrick, great read on the option, decided not to throw it downfield. He took it himself 18 yards out for a touchdown. Ford's defense has been really solid, holding the Panthers to just 2 field goals, despite their good starting field position. And the same can be said for the Panthers defense. The only score they let up was a drive that started on the 26 for Haverford.
Yeah, it's these drives that are close to the end zone that really get these other teams.
Here comes that D-line again, making it 3rd and long.
Tackled by Liam Taylor.
Liam Taylor getting in on that one. Dual threat.
1 yard on the play.
And that's actually a TFL. We're just getting that in.
Ball for Strath Haven.
So a tackle for loss puts it at 3rd and 8. And the Panthers have done well. They've been at 3rd and long several times. They've gone to the air. They've gone to the outside. We'll see what they do here.
I think they're going to the outside. Oh, they're going to the
They're
air.
going to throw it at the sticks, and he breaks free, going along the far side for a first down. That was Jalen Starr finding an open spot and getting down about 15 yards or so. That was a great execution. We're getting laughed at by some of the Smash kids. It's hurting my feelings.
I don't know. These Strath Haven kids are...
God.
They're something.
Big stop here from the D-line. It's going to be another tackle for loss. Nowhere for Casey Hudson to go.
Taylor with his second tackle for loss on this drive.
Back-to-back series, putting in work. Huddle here from the Panthers. 2nd and 10. Under center is Plunkett. He's looking to the air again, over to Jalen Starr. He cuts back to the outside towards the end of the sticks. Think he's just going to be short. It's going to be 3rd and maybe a couple yards. But another great route running from him. He got the pass, kind of circled back around the defender. I believe Menaris was covering him.
Yeah, Kilpatrick was a little tripped up there, too. Just not sure where he was going to go.
Usually you don't see that going back, working out, but he made it happen. It's going to be 3rd and 1. So Ford's D-line have to do what they do best. They are going to give up a couple on this play, and it'll be a first down for the Panthers.
Strath Haven for a Panthers first down. Tackled by number 7, Mills McCallion.
Quite unfortunate. Under center again, Plunkett with 3 running backs. It's going to be Hudson up the middle, and the D-line. On these early downs in the series, they just absolutely dominate. They got to be a little bit tighter on pass coverage and 3rd down defense, and this is looking like some playoff contenders.
Yeah, this team, if they can tighten up that defense on the pass and then work on 3rd down stops, they'll be a contender for sure.
Back to the air. Jalen Starr makes the catch, but he's only going to get about 3 on the play. tight coverage from Bobby Manier.
Tackle made by Bobby Manier.
Great job holding on to that, too. He had it in one hand, and Bobby spun him to the ground.
It's a great job, great read by Bobby Manier.
So another 3rd and long, 3rd and 7. And we'll see Plunkett under center. Star out to his right, and he's going to hand it off to Ali on the left side, powering through. I don't think he got there.
He's going to be a little bit short by a couple of yards.
Taylor on the tackle.
Looks like the D-line got a little bit tripped up, but able to hang on to keep it 4th and 2 here. And I think Strath Haven's going to go for it. I think that's probably a smart call. Only 2 to go.
Yeah, just try and punch it through. Or go to the air. We'll see what they like to do both. So
Star is out to the left. It will be going to the air. Plunkett takes it. And he's getting spun down. Liam Taylor, he can do it on both sides of the ball. Plunkett was looking for an open receiver and was debating about taking it for himself. And Liam Taylor, in that split second of hesitation, took him down. Another tackle for loss. That's 3 on the drive for him. And the Fords turn it over.
yeah, Brandon Walker on that tackle as well. Just a great read by both of those players. Just able to get that tackle for loss again for Taylor. His 4th of the season.
Ford's offense picked up a little bit of momentum at the end of the half. Again, they're up by 1 singular point. So if they can find what was working for them on that last drive and execute here, take a little bit more of a lead, as it looks like Kilpatrick will keep it himself. He's only going to get a couple out of that as he goes up the middle.
On the tackle is Jackson Miller.
It's going to be 2nd and 8 from the 45, from their own 45. They're getting their play call. I would be shocked if this wasn't another option formation. There it is. He's going to hand it off up the middle to Taylor. He breaks free and gets the first down. The longest rush of the game for Liam Taylor, and he almost had a long way to go.
First down.
Just a great, I mean, they're using that option play to their advantage right now. They run the ball with Kilpatrick to begin the drive, and then Taylor just takes it. They're moving the ball away from Taylor as much as they can right now.
It seems like they finally understand this defense and might be starting to chip away at it.
That is for sure.
We almost saw one of those classic Liam Taylor touchdown runs from midfield. He goes again, picks up a few. There's only 2 more people in the way. Second and 7, so a gain of 3. Liam Taylor, consistency is key, and that is... Oh, no, 2nd and 8. They just changed it. That's my bad. Under center. Again, Kilpatrick keeps it himself to the left side. He has a bit of a hole, spins around a defender, and gets the first down and a little bit more.
I think he got knocked up by one of his own players, but a great run by Kilpatrick. Again, this option is just so crucial to this team.
Haverford, first down.
Doesn't get much more exciting than that. I mean, this is great atmosphere for a game.
I mean, that was a 12-yard rush for Kilpatrick. I mean, just crazy. And the rush before that was a 10-yard rush by Taylor.
Kilpatrick will take it again. He pitches it to Maneris on the right side. He's trying to find a line there, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but there's nothing else for him. Gets sent flying out of bounds. He might have gone back a yard.
Yeah, they're going to call it back a yard.
He just couldn't find that turn into positive yardage. D-line right there with them. Same formation. Handoff to Taylor over the left side. He loses the ball. We'll see who comes up with it. Strath Haven is signaling that it's theirs.
Ball carrier for the Fords.
We'll see the call.
Call Oblak.
No call. So Taylor able to recover his own fumble. Brings it back up a few yards. So it'll be 3rd and about 9. See if the Fords can just move it forward a little bit, get kind of into, field goal range. Kilpatrick hands it off to go up the middle once more.
Oh, my
and
gosh,
Taylor breaks free. I didn't even see him in there.
I just saw a cluster of players, and Taylor just breaks out of that cluster and is able to get up a couple more yards.
First down.
Another first down for the Fords.
Is it crazy to say Derrick Henry-esque?
No, not at all.
Big physical running back.
Built like a truck.
Oh, that was insane. I mean, I'm going to have to rewatch that once the game's over because I don't know what happened. Kilpatrick keeping this one himself, goes over the left tackle. A solid pickup.
Patrick with the quarterback keeper.
And again, the Fords are moving down the field.
Power makes the tackle for Strath Haven.
This has been their best offensive drive so far. Most yards covered.
9-yard gain for the Fords.
2nd and 1 now. So a lot more big plays for this Fords offense. And now we're really starting to see what they're capable of. Another handoff. Not as much there.
Liam Taylor's a ball carrier again. Tackled by
See if they get the first on that one. And no, they will not, so it'll be 3rd and 1.
Strath Haven's defensive line able to stop them real quick. Trying to figure out this offense still. After Liam Taylor has kind of been pulled out a little bit.
Kilpatrick, another handoff to Taylor. He goes through. It looks like he has it from here. Kind of lays out once he got to the line.
Liam Taylor carries the ball for Haverford.
And it will be a first down. So the Fords move the chains again.
And that is a Haverford first down.
Big first down. Puts them at 1st and goal from the 9. And they are just 27 feet away from another 6-point gain.
They took Taylor out. Taylor took himself out of the game real quick. Put McCallion in.
Looks like Trainer Dave is taping him up. There's a flag on the play as the Fords push forward.
It's in the backfield.
Adam Kilpatrick keeps the ball.
Probably a false start.
Ryan Mudrick makes the tackle.
Is a false start for the Fords, so they will move back 5. So now it'll be 1st and goal from the 14. Strath Haven accepts the penalty. We see that option formation again. Starting from between the hashes. Kilpatrick will take it himself over the right side. Goes almost over his line that is shoving the Panthers to the ground. He goes over them. Picks up a decent gain. We'll see where they mark him.
The 3-yard gain on the play for Kilpatrick.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. Get all the almost back to where they were. They're going to look to the air. Kilpatrick scrambling, and he's going to be pushed down all the way back by the 30.
Oh, the ball comes out.
They're signaling that he's down. So all the way from the 9 back to the 29. And they might have to settle for 3 here. Well, they probably will. It is not worth it going on 4th and almost 30.
That'll be the end of the third quarter. We will take a short break.
Ford's back on it. They go for it on the 3rd down. Probably doesn't look like they get much there. So 4th and 20. So Bobby Manier trying to put the Fords up by 4. It's looking like it'll be a 39-yard attempt, give or take. It's a snap. Kilpatrick with the hold. Kick is up. Looking good. And they score. Fords go to 10.
With 11:08 to play in the game, it's Haverford 10, Strath Haven 6.
We have 11 minutes to play. Fords up by 4. Now, Strath Haven needs to get a touchdown on this drive to stay in it. But they have a lot of time. Shout out on that last drive, we had Smash Executive Director Manny Pickup on tech, operating the scoreboard for the first time. Fords get ready to kick off. They're up by 4 now after the field goal. Liam Taylor's down on the field getting looked at by trainer Dave.
Brendan Walker over there.
I might be blind. This is probably not good in this line of work. Here's another low kick. It's going to bounce at about the 20, and they'll take it at the 15. Panthers charging forward, and the Fords will meet them at about the 25. So decent return. And Mr. Gravius is fired up again. He's a human roller coaster of emotions every Friday night. And I am all here for it. So here comes Jake Plunkett and the Panthers offense in the fourth quarter. 11 minutes left. Here's a handoff up the middle to Hudson, and he's going to get stuffed at the line.
On the run for Strath Haven, brought down by Rocco Kelleher.
Second and 9. Ford's defensive line doing their thing. This one goes to the outside. It's Hudson again. Defensive line still on him.
Carries the ball for Strath Haven. Bobby Manier
Probably picked up a couple there. Bobby Manier in on the tackle.
brings up third.
Tried a little bit of misdirection again. The Fords know what's coming. But now there's the scary part, the third down offense from Strath Haven, which all night long has been spectacular. They're looking to pass again. Deep downfield. Incomplete. Kaufman almost had it. Manier on the coverage. Just off the fingertips. Inches away from being a huge breakaway.
Just a great job by Manier on that tight defense right there.
So it will be 4th and 7. And the Panthers will punt it away. Ford's up by 4. 9.5 to go. Almost blocked. The kick is pretty short. And it'll bounce to about in between the 35 and the 40. So the Fords with some good starting field position in the fourth quarter. Any kind of score here would be big. Field goal puts them up by 7. Touchdown potentially. The extra point is good. Puts them up by 11. Ford's offense seems to be figuring stuff out in the second half so far. It's only been one drive, but they went all of 75 yards down the field pretty quickly, too.
Yeah, some good runs by Liam Taylor and Adam Kirkpatrick. But then just kind of puttered out at the end.
Keep it on the ground. Gain of 2 or 3 there.
William Taylor carries the ball for Haverford. Brought down by Jackson Miller.
They can get back to the red zone and make up for the couple mistakes that they made down the other end. Under center again, they have 2 wide receivers, a little bit uncommon, but they will still hand it off. It's Taylor again.
William Taylor with the carry.
Another couple yards. It's going to be 3rd and 5-ish. Waiting for the official measurement. The Fords need something big here. It is 3rd and 5. Look at me go. Two wide outs again. Kilpatrick takes the snap, hands it off. Taylor powers forward. It looks like he will be a yard short, or maybe a couple.
Carries the ball again for the Ford.
Interesting to see if they will go for it here on 4th.
Stop for the Panthers.
Yeah, I mean, they could definitely go for it's 4th and short. We could easily power through with Taylor, but it's such a close game. I would try and pin Strath Haven back as far as possible. But they're going to go for it.
Kilpatrick under center once again. Bit of motion. Looking for a timeout. Talking things over with Coach Doc. And they will call a timeout, and they'll think this one over, see what the game plan is. We'll step away for a moment. Don't go anywhere. We got more action coming right to you. So the Fords will punt after consideration. This one's spiraling. It's going to bounce near the 20 and go out of bounds inside the 15.
That's what we want them to do. Put it close to coffin corner as much as possible. Put Strath Haven as far back on the field as we possibly can without letting them get a touchback.
So the Fords defense has to show up once more. Ford still with that small 4-point lead. Which is kind of a nice amount because a field goal won't cut it for Strath Haven. Takes a snap under center. He's going to look to pass, and he gets sacked! He's sent to the ground!
And the ball comes out!
Emmett Gillespie with a strip sack deep in Strath Haven territory. I'm so sorry, guys, all the Smash guys that are in here. It's tragic. But I don't know. I'm excited.
It's a great sack by Gillespie.
Saw him coming around that right side off of the defensive edge and right behind Plunkett there. He didn't see him coming. That was something. Touchdown here would be huge. Already in field goal range. They just got to keep it clean here. Please.
Yeah. It's 1st and goal.
Kilpatrick, I think, taking it himself, but he will get stopped behind the line. Line coming back with a vengeance. Fords went 3 and out last time around.
We're just trying to keep this clean, hopefully get into the end zone, though.
They want to keep the clock running more than anything, too. If they can get some points on the board and whittle down the clock, that would be best case scenario. Now from the left hash, Kilpatrick hands it off. A little bit of a stutter step there, but it's not going to pan out very well.
Taylor just had to keep running the ball forward and just keep going straight and use that body of his to run through some guys. That stutter step definitely tricked him up a little bit.
Strath Haven's band is playing Imperial March. That takes me back, dude. I used to be actually the water boy for their football team when my dad was the AD over there.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah. But right now, it's all Fords all the time. As they are 6 yards out from the end zone. They're going to give it to Taylor. He lunges forward. He'll get a couple. Big decision time here for the Fords. Be about 5 yards out. And it looks like their field goal unit's coming out. Trying to tack on 3 more. Make it a 7-point game. As we hit the 5-minute mark. 5 minutes left in the game. Menier. Steps to the side, lines up his kick. Snap to Kilpatrick. Kick up. No good. It goes wide left.
And the nearest field goal attempt is no good.
Goes wide left.
With 4:42 left.
A little disappointing on that one. Just unable to get the lead. To grow the lead even bigger. My fault. But Ford's still up with 4:42 left.
And it's coming down to their defense again. Each Strath Haven drive, I'm thinking that this might be their last shot. I mean, it's just a shame that that strip sack went towards nothing.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing. Unable to make anything happen.
Plunkett under center. He's going to hand it off. Hudson to the right side. Finds a little bit of room, but the defensive line catches up to him.
Ball for Strath Haven. Luke Paccioli in on the tackle for Haverford.
A solid pickup there. Puts it at 2nd and 5. Ford's looking for another big play. As this one's up the middle, they'll stuff him. That might actually be enough. Might be 3rd and inches, but nope, they're moving the chains. Strath Haven marching down the field. Now at the 30.
Some whistles blowing the refs. Probably going to talk this over.
We're going to step away for a second while they figure this out. Don't go anywhere. I believe that was the chain on the field marker was broken. Goes against what Fleetwood Mac told me, but there's another great stop by the Ford's defensive line. The guys in the booth didn't get my Fleetwood Mac reference, but I'm sure
we did not.
I'm sure somebody will.
Somebody in the audience will.
So 2nd and 8 now for the Panthers. taking a little bit in the huddle. Under 3 minutes to play. They're just past the 30. Plunkett, under center, takes a snap, hands it off. Up the middle, a little bit of a breakaway there, but the linebackers are able to catch up to him. Meneer in on the tackle. There's somebody else as well in there. That will move the chains, but it will also... Oh no, the clock stops on the first downs. I keep forgetting that. Clock starts back up again as they break the huddle. 2:30 to play. Ford's defense needs to come through here. Handoff outside. And it takes 3 defenders to drag him down that time. That was Ali going over the left tackle and finding a bit of space. Probably about 6 yards on the play. He's a bit slow to get up. He's limping now. We'll see if he's going to stay in the game. It looks like it. Hope he's all right.
4-yard gain from Strath Haven.
He will come out of the game. So the clock is still rolling, under 2 minutes now. And they're going to call a timeout. 1:46 to go. We're gonna stay in for this timeout because there's a lot to talk about here. The stakes of this game are pretty high, right? They're not fighting for a playoff spot. They're not fighting for a championship. But these were 2 co-Central League champions, and they're fighting it out for dominance.
Yeah, they're fighting this out. They're fighting to gain, hopefully, the spot at second in the Central League behind Springfield. Springfield also undefeated this year. Springfield and Strath Haven, number 1 right now.
Fords are right behind them at 3-1.
Haverford would also move up in the PIAA standings as well.
Yeah, because there's a lot of teams at 3-1. So Haverford's kind of in that hodgepodge there, towards the top, but not exactly there. And it has been a heck of a game. Gritty, slow, but entertaining nonetheless. It'll be a 2nd and 6 after Ali comes out of the game. We'll see if he comes back in later. Plunkett under center. He's going to look to the air. He dumps it off on the right side. Completion. About 10 yards for Hudson there. He had Cole Haley all the way downfield. And I think that kind of distracted the Ford's defense a little bit. Definitely distracted me a little bit. I was dreading if that happened, but here's another handoff, and he gets stuffed. Mudrick stopped at the line.
Yes, this would put Haverford, if they win this game, at 2-1, and move Strath Haven down to 3-1. Strath Haven, Springfield, and Ridley are all tied for first in the Central League at 3-0 right now.
Wow.
With Garnet, Valley, and Radnor right behind them at 2-1, and Haverford hasn't played as many Central League games so far.
Kaufman, who has been the target of several passes tonight, is out on the field. And they're going to try and look for him again. They're going to go deep, downfield towards the end zone, incomplete. The pass was short. That one to Tyler Slaughter.
That's a great name.
That is a great name. I thought I read that wrong. That is cool. Also, I was going to bring up Christian Kaufman's pink gloves. I think those are pretty neat.
It's like A.J. Brown's pink shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Able to spot him on the field.
He's going to be set up in the backfield this time alongside Mudrick. And up the middle of the field, that is Mudrick. With 40 seconds left, timeout called. This is... I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
The Smash guys are giving me a shake of the head. They're a little disappointed in their guys.
I mean, I'm nervous all the way up here. I can't imagine what it's like down on the field for these guys. I mean, this is going to be heartbreaking for one team. You just got to hope it's not yours.
But it's great for the other. It's a boost in the rankings, and
There we go. Glass half full game.
Football news. It is Pencrest 33, Conestoga 0 at halftime.
Fords come out of the huddle with 36 seconds left. It's going to be a 4th and 5 situation for the Panthers. If they do not get the first down here, the game is likely over.
tough moment for Haven. Let's see what they try and do here.
Biggest play of the night. Whistle blows the play dead before it starts. You can't do that to me. I'm shaking up here.
I can confirm.
Another timeout. We'll step away. We've yapped enough over the past few minutes. We'll be right back. We're back. Huge 4th and 5 for the game. The Panthers have to move the chains if they want a shot at this game. If the Fords stop them, it is over. Plunkett takes it. He's looking to throw. He goes down the right side. He finds an open man. He's short of the goal, and they're calling it incomplete.
Holy moly!
Jalen Starr, they're calling him out of bounds.
And the Fords will get the dub against Strath Haven.
And my dad has to clean my room. We had a bet.
That's a great bet. And the Fords will win the game.
For context, he teaches at Strath Haven, so this was a big game in our household. Ford's offense will take over from the 40, and just taking a knee here is going to do it. Apologies to our friends from Smash who came out, but it was a great game. Absolutely exhilarating. Back and forth, fourth quarter. 0 points in the fourth quarter, but it was one of the most impactful. As we see the Fords take a knee, and the clock is going to expire 20 seconds, but the Fords bench is already coming out. Absolutely electric game here. Fourth quarter, back and forth. Panthers kept taking it. Fords taking it back. They were driving. They were so close. A pass barely went out of bounds, and that ended it. So the Fords will improve to 3-1, and the Panthers will drop to 3-1. And this Central League Championship race is just heating up. We'll be back with some player interviews. Please don't go anywhere. What an amazing game. We'll be right back. All right, everyone, we're back with some post-game interviews. We got Emmett Gillespie, Adam Kilpatrick, and Coach Clancy. Coach, you just beat your father on the other side of the field in a football game. How are you feeling right now?
You know, it makes for a really awkward week when you're playing against a family member. Nothing but respect for what they did over there. Obviously we didn't score a whole lot of points today. Coach Connor and their defensive staff did a great job. You know, that's a really well-coached program over there, and they're going to win a lot of games this year. Just a heroic effort by our kids, Adam, Emmett, and all those guys on defense. They played their guts off.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from with the family division in this game.
Yep.
Adam, huge game today, huge touchdown run. During the fourth quarter, I was sweating in there. What was it like down here? Because I can't imagine it.
We were just trusting our rules, playing through it, just doing what we do best, locking in.
Great, thank you. Emmett, huge sack. Anything to say on that? Like, what was leading to that?
I don't think I had a sack, to be honest with you.
It was McGinley.
It was Joey McGinley. But
Emmett was in there.
I recovered the fumble.
He was making
There
plays.
you go.
That counts.
That's what counts.
I got the ball, yeah. I mean, it feels great to have the ball in my hands, honestly. Even though I touched every play, but
Damn right.
I was really caressing it.
Thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys next week.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Jack and Jack here at A.J. Cornog Stadium, signing off once again. Fords are victorious in a 10-6 nail-biter. We got a game next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. Roll Fords.
Roll Fords.